Hi everyone, Josh here with Northern Frogger. I hope everybody's doing well in 2019 so far. I know I am. The family trip went really well. I got some snowboarding in. Only had one pretty good crash. I kind of fell on my tailbone, hurt that pretty good. Still a little sore from that guy, but other than that, not doing too bad. Got to spend a lot of time with the family over the holidays, which is always nice. Yeah, so I just wanted to throw a quick video together, kind of update you guys on what's going on since I've been back from my trip, and just kind of talk a little bit about what to expect in 2019, what's going to be coming up on the channel. I have been filming some stuff, been playing around with the GoPro, just haven't had time to put any videos together yet, but there should be some really cool shots coming up, and I kind of been using it, trying to jazz up the channel, I guess you could say. Want to kind of edit the banner, make that a little bit more official. I want to put together a trailer for the channel. So a lot of what I've been shooting with the GoPro and stuff has been kind of geared towards that. But there is a lot of other stuff going on. Everything survived the trip other than the Celestial Pearl Danio. For some reason, really, he was not somebody I was worried about or expected him to be gone, but haven't seen him since I've been back. The female guppy that's in the hospital tank is doing really well. She's still going, and her eyes do seem to be getting better. The other female, the red-tailed one, did seem to be developing it a little bit, or I found a little spot on one of her eyes, so I threw her in the hospital tank as well, just to be safe, trying to stop it from spreading to anybody else in the tank there. That red-tailed one did seem to give birth again while I was gone, which is weird because she gave birth like 2 weeks earlier. Pretty much the day I got back, it looked like there was like day-old fry swimming around in there, and a whole bunch of them. But I haven't been putting them in the breeder box. They seem to be surviving pretty well, so I think I got enough plants and stuff. I added some more rocks to that tank. In fact, the other shrimp tank too, I added a bunch more rocks too. Probably going to pick up some white cloud minnows. The pet store that I go to usually has got some longfin white clouds on sale, so I think I'm going to pick up a group of those. Those are going to go in the cherry shrimp tank. I've moved pretty much all of the cherry shrimp out of that tank into the guppy tank now, other than the baby shrimp. Some babies did hatch while I was gone too, so there's a bunch of baby shrimp in there, but I'm going to start picking those out, moving them into the guppy tank as I can catch them, and then get some white cloud minnows in there, and then that is going to be probably a blue dream shrimp tank as well. Probably going to do that, and then probably at the same time order some crystal red shrimp, because I think the tank that I want to put them in is just about ready as well. But there's also some terrarium builds. I've mentioned that before, a couple small ones and the big one that I want to get done. Throwing together some more 20 longs, I think, to replace those 10 gallons, so I can move those 10-gallon tanks to be in just grow out tanks again. But yeah, I get some of the terrariums done to move the Vanzellinis out of the grow outs into their permanent home, and hopefully be able to sex those guys soon, and hopefully got a pair. If not, may be able to start tracking down another one to be able to breed those guys. What else? I believe I'm going to be getting some morning geckos near the end of the month here. Like, I found somebody that'll trade some powder blues for some of those, so I'll probably be doing that. So I got to get a terrarium ready for them as well. There's a bunch of stuff I want to talk about with the tadpoles. Like I might have mentioned before, I've been kind of experimenting with some of the way I'm raising the tadpoles. I've moved them out of the individual cups for now into like a communal or like a shared water system. They're still in individual cups, but all the water is shared, which makes water changes a lot easier, keeps it more stable. But I'm going to be doing a whole video on that, so I don't want to talk too much about that now. The other thing I'm planning to do this coming spring/summer, definitely too cold for it now, but all the misters are going off now. But yeah, I kind of want to go around and try and find the amphibians and reptiles of Alberta, kind of in their natural habitat, like go out, and we don't have that many, but we've got boreal chorus frogs, we've got northern leopard frogs, wood frogs, but then we've got a couple different types of salamanders, like tiger salamanders and long-toed salamanders. I believe the long-toed salamanders are threatened in Alberta, so those ones might be hard to find. We've also got a couple types of toads, and then we've got garter snakes, one type of rattlesnake, which could be interesting to try and find some of those in the wild. But yeah, that is something I would like to do on the channel, is trying to find some of the native species that we have in Alberta. We're not allowed to keep any of them, actually. You're not allowed to take basically any wildlife, any native wildlife out of the wild to keep as a pet in Alberta. Unless you have a permit. There are ways to get permits. So I was kind of thinking about that too. Might be interesting if I go talk to the Fish and Wildlife guys and get kind of a special permit. I might be able to pull it, since I have the YouTube channel as like an educational thing. I was thinking it'd be really cool to set up kind of a native species paludarium like that. So that is something I want to look into. Can't guarantee that that is going to happen or not, but definitely something I'm going to pursue in 2019, because I think that would be something that would be really cool and would be a really cool educational thing to do on the channel. And then I've been kind of working on doing like an educational video series, kind of like a Dart Frogs 101 video series, probably be like 6 parts, about 10 minutes a piece, so be like 1 hour total, and it wouldn't be like comprehensive or anything, but kind of aimed at like a newcomer. You didn't know anything about dart frogs, you come in and watch this hour long series and basically have a pretty solid foundation. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pretty much wrap this up now, but that's kind of the preview of probably at least the first half of 2019, what you can expect to see from the channel. Might try to do, I know like looking at other channels, I know a lot of like store tour things and stuff like that tend to be pretty popular, so might try to do some of that kind of stuff. Just thinking I might take a trip to the Calgary Zoo and go through the kind of reptile and amphibian area anyway. Check out all that stuff and what they got. Last time I went, I don't remember it being super impressive, but I might go check that out anyway. Might do some tours of some of the fish shops around Calgary and stuff like that. There's not really anybody that's a specialty reptile or amphibian shop, other than the one like I guess Jungle Jewel Exotics. Might try to go through and do a frog room tour with them one day, which would be pretty cool. They've got an awesome frog room. Going to be trying to put out at least one video a week for the next little while here. I've already got a ton of footage. I just have to kind of go through and edit a bunch of it. Tons of ideas for videos I want to do and projects I want to do. Just have to find the time to put it all together. So definitely stay tuned if you like what I've been doing so far with the channel. Definitely lots more of that to come. And as always, welcome questions, comments, suggestions. Throw them down below there. Just want to say thanks again for all the support so far. You guys have been awesome, and hopefully we can keep growing in 2019. And so thanks a ton for watching, everybody, and I'll talk to you next time. Happy frogging.